Hello friends, welcome to Engineering Thoughts. In this tutorial, today we'll learn about the algorithm and the flowchart in C programming. For any C problem, with an algorithm and flowchart, it makes it easier to create a program. So let us start with an algorithm. An algorithm is a procedure or step-by-step instructions for solving a problem. They form the foundation of writing a program. An algorithm is step-by-step instruction for solving a problem. We use algorithm by step-by-step solving any particular problem. For writing any programs, the following has to be known, such as input, task to be performed, output expected. Let us see the algorithm with an example. Consider one problem. Write an algorithm to sum any two numbers. So, therefore it consists of steps. So let us start. Step 1. First come start of any algorithm. Step 2. Declare variables number 1, number 2 and sum. The sum is needed to assign the value of sum number 1 and number 2. Then step 3, read values number 1 and number 2. We can input the number 1 and number 2 value in step 3. Then next in step 4, we should apply the formula for adding two numbers. So add number 1 and number 2 and assign the result to sum. Sum is equals to number 1 plus number 2. So, in next step, display sum. In step 6, stop. Basically, in algorithm, we will write the logic of the program. So it was an example of the algorithm to sum any two numbers. First comes start, second comes declare that number 1, number 2 and sum with the values of number 1 and number 2, then add the number 1 and number 2 and display sum. So let us see the flowchart in C programming. We can define a flowchart. A flowchart is the graphical or pictorial representation of an algorithm with the help of different symbols, shapes and arrows in order to demonstrate a process or a program. With algorithms, we can easily understand a problem. The main purpose of the flowchart is to analyze different processes. Several standard graphics are applied in flowchart. For easy understanding of an algorithm, and for the processes, we generally use the flowchart. In flowchart, we use many symbols for representation, such as we will discuss symbols. The first one is terminal box. In terminal box, we will start in the flowchart. For representing it, we use graphical symbol like oval. The next come input and output. For representing input and output, we use generally the graphical symbol like parallelogram. In third, for process and instruction, or using the formulas, we will use the rectangular box. In the fourth one, for decision making, suppose in if and else statement or conditions, we will use the diamond symbol. In fifth, a connector or arrow is used to connect all the symbols used in the flowchart. We can use these four symbols to connect all the symbols of the flowchart. So these were the symbols of the flowchart. So let us see the example. Before we discussed about the algorithm to sum any two numbers. The first one is starts. In the second step, declare the variables number 1, number 2 and sum. And in step 3, read the values number 1 and number 2. Step 4, add the number 1 and number 2 and assign to the result to the sum. Step 5, display sum. Step 6, stop. For start, we have studied in the flowchart the symbol like oval is terminal box. Here we can start. Second one is reading the values number 1 and number 2. For reading, input symbol like parallelogram is used. After reading, we can process the sum, or we can use the formula in a rectangular box. Suppose sum is equal to number 1 plus number 2. After assigning to the sum, we will display the sum using output symbol. Then at last, stop. So this was the example of the algorithm to sum any two number. So in this tutorial, we learned about the algorithm and flowchart in C programming. For upcoming videos, if you like my tutorial, so please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.